Hey y'all, and welcome back to Cajun Country Livin.
Today we're going to be starting on a little project that we've been needing to do ever since it started getting really hot.
I think that we should have done this last year. Last year really made us realize that we needed some AC out here at the container shop.
As y'all know, we always keep a ton of projects going on, but now that we're coming into hurricane season, we have been in our spare time, which we really don't have, but every moment that we get, we try to do a little something to our storm shelter. Now let me tell you something. When it's 100 degrees outside, that means it's 120 degrees inside that box. It is like working in an oven. I'm talking about water, sweat, whatever you want to call it, just running off of you, dripping off your fingertips, running in your eyeballs while you're trying to work, and it almost makes it impossible.
So recently we've been using that storm shelter as not only just the storm shelter, obviously, like we talked about a few episodes ago, but what we're actually using that for right now is a workshop, really. And we've got all of our tools in there. So every single time that we come outside, every single day we are going into this container. Every single day we're going into this container and get it sweated down, even if it's cooled off throughout the day, but it just holds heat so bad, y'all, that we can't even continue on with the projects that we have going on inside of the container because it's just been so hot. So this is going to open us up to a lot more options as well to getting that finished up.
And I know you're probably like me and you're thinking, okay, why don't you just wait till late in the evening when it starts getting dark outside, then you can go work in there. It doesn't cool down that quickly. Even with both doors open, it takes it till 11 o'clock at night for that steel to all cool down and it get to where you can stay in there even with a fan going.
Yeah, we need our sleep. We need our sleep. The few hours that we get.
Yes, definitely.
Whenever we started looking into what brand we wanted to go with, y'all, nowadays there's a gazillion options for mini splits, and this one is MRCOOL.
Now this particular unit is a 24,000 BTU. Because we don't have just one container in our long-term thinking that we're gonna wanna heat and cool, we also have these double containers on the top. And we've said many times, we're gonna eventually open that up into one large space. That's where we're gonna be putting things like a stove, some workout equipment.
Stove?
Hey, you can't never tell. We might want to cook out here sometime, you know? You get hungry.
Well, apparently a stove. A whole kitchen set.
But this unit will heat and cool up to 1,200 square feet. And at 960, with them also being spray foamed, it should do pretty good. Now, eventually, we're going to have to do a little trickery. We're going to have to add in some insulated ducting and a booster fan from the bottom container up to the tops and figure out how we want to regulate that. But we're going to have a really good, high output, efficient way to get heating and cooling.
My gosh, I'm just excited to feel this. You know, walk outside and have it. Oh my gosh, I cannot.
Now, we're not going to open this up. And what this is a kind of a track system for the cooling lines to go in outside. Say if you was going to run it upside your house, it makes a nice, neat job that you can put your refrigerant lines in so they can't be seen and they can't be damaged from the weather, you know, like UV rays and stuff like that. But I'm not sure we're going to end up using that, so we're just going to leave that there for right now. It
really does seem like this MRCOOL came with everything that we're going to need in the very simplest form, which is one of the reasons that we ended up going with this option. Now, whenever we got quoted in the house, whenever we did our AC in there, y'all, they quoted us, Jim Wayne, like 15 grand?
15.3, and the other one was 16.5.
$16,500, y'all. It was just insane. And that was to have somebody come out and do the job, which I guarantee you that they're great at it. That's amazing. I'm so glad that they're making the money. They just weren't going to get our money. So at that time, that's whenever we started looking into different options for DIY homeowners where you didn't have to have somebody come out. This actually comes with everything. Like Jim was saying, it even came with this cover kit. And I know on the house, it didn't even come with that option. We had to buy so much stuff separately and kind of piece it together. But this one so far has come with everything.
Now, you know, we've been on this space for a while and we still get people emailing, sending us messages on all sorts of different things saying, you should not do that. You should contact a professional. Okay, so the professionalism, nothing wrong with it, but that goes back to that 15.2, 16.5 number, whatever that number was. Okay, so we put air conditioner in our home for a little over $3,000, which is the reason that we don't call the professionals. We just dig in, do the research, do the work ourselves. But this unit is specifically designed for DIY people. You don't need a vacuum pump. It comes with pre-charged lines. So it's going to make it super simple for us to put all this stuff together. Now the inside air handling unit comes with this template. So we're gonna try to do the smart thing for probably the first time in our lives and see if this thing will actually land, because all we have is stud walls. We might have to add in a little lumber in here somewhere. Let's go see. 0% chance that this is gonna line up. So we're gonna have to add in a little lumber, but that ain't the end of the world. All we really need to do is shift over some blocks, and I think that'll be good. I want to get it a little bit away from this wall, just because I don't see the need in slamming the unit all the way against that wall. It just doesn't make sense to me. We'll get it out away from there a little bit. I don't want it in the middle either, because that's where, you know, all of our power stuff's gonna be. So I think if we shift it over this way just a little bit, that'll be perfect. How do you think that's gonna look? Just imagine we have an air conditioner right there, just blowing cold air. Don't that sound outstanding?
I think anywhere right now, that sounds outstanding.
Does that look high enough?
Mm-hmm. Did we mention that it's currently like 10 in the morning? Oh man. So to keep on from working smarter and not harder, we're gonna take the back off, screw the back on, and then just snap the unit on it. Sounds a lot easier than trying to hold it up there, huh?
Whoever designed this really did have the DIY person in mind, because that is a really good idea. You just mount this on the wall, pick it up, snap it up there, and you're set. You don't have to wonder if this is right or that's right, or having 12 of your neighbors come over and be like, yeah, we'll come help you, but it's gonna cost you 12 cases of beer and, you know, a steak dinner, something like that.
I guess we could have moved all this tack. Would have made it a lot easier.
It would have definitely been helpful, wouldn't it?
So for our situation in particular, we need to know where to put this hole. That hole is essentially just where all the lines are gonna be ran from inside to outside. So we obviously have a gap between here and the edge of the container because the container has the grooves in it. So just drill the little hole through the cardboard, and we're gonna stick something in there to mark.
You know, I think we'd ought to be close enough. Those lines are flexible. We should just be able to eyeball that.
Now this unit is a 240 volt, which means that since we don't have actual running power out here, that our power stations are gonna be able to power this unit, which is another reason that we went with this option. And we've seen some other creators use it who are in the same situation with off-grid living, so we knew this would work.
Now we don't have a hole saw that'll cut through steel this size. So I'm gonna be making the best valiant effort that I can to make a pretty decent hole with this cutoff saw.
Luckily it's got kind of a thick flange around the edge, so it'll cover the bobos, right?
It should.
Well, y'all, earlier it was just getting too hot in here. It ended up getting over 120 degrees. So we ended up having to take a few hours off. It is almost 8 o'clock now and we are still at 95 degrees, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
It's way better than it was a while ago. Now for the next step in alleviating our extreme heat issue,
I'm gonna go hang this back up.
is mounting the inside air handler piece to this mini split. Now we have the bracket hung in place. We have a hole inside of the container. We got the little trim piece in, the little plastic trim piece that'll keep the lines from rubbing on that sharp metal, gives it a softener. And yeah, it's gonna look like something in a minute.
Feel like something in a minute. Oh, feel like an iceberg.
I hope so. It's gonna be really cool to see, like up there in the middle of the day, because this thing is not insulated. It's out in the bald sun. I just wonder how cool it is gonna keep it with it being in these extreme conditions still. If it would even keep it at 90 or below, I would be tickled to death.
I guarantee you it'll be able to keep it at 90 or below. It's got to. It's got to.
We really should have brought another ladder.
I mean, I can probably stand and reach it if you want to get up here. Or I can get this side if you can get that side. Gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay.
Really ain't too bad, is it?
No, it's not heavy at all.
I think that's going to get it. See if we can roll it in.
There's one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's like the perfect height. So easy.
And it's still kind of out of the way.
So I think this is actually going to be perfect because we got our drain line coming out, and then we have our 2 refrigerant lines that are still in this insulation, which actually made it easier whenever we poked it through the hole. Then we're going to be setting our unit on this bracing that we set up just a little bit ago. Now this mount is definitely not a necessity. It's just something that we chose to do because we knew that we wanted this up off the ground. We've got some future projects that it would be in the way if it was on the ground. So we thought while we were doing it, we might as well go ahead and put it where we want it. So we're going to be picking up the unit and setting it on here, connecting it to these lines, which is actually going to be really simple of a process. So the line set on these refrigerant lines is already pre-charged, which means that we're not going to have to pull any vacuums like we had to do on the house or have to do any extra stuff. This is making it absolutely DIY friendly. Anything that makes this job go quicker, we are all for.
Yeah, take all these bolts out.
Oh.
Then we got test fit with the bushings. So we get it up here. Everything's kind of as a kit. Well, I'm going to be a gentleman, and I'm going to get the compressor side.
It's like, have you seen those videos where they're like,
yeah.
My biggest flex is whenever my husband says, nah, I don't need your help. My wife can do it. Now, Mr. Cool does send little pads for the feet if you are going to be putting them on the ground, but we opted not to put them in. I'm going to save them for a later date in case we decide to end up putting this on the ground. But you never know what the future holds, so we're going to put them in a very important place so we don't lose them. But in case anybody goes to order and you're wondering why the metal's going straight on the ground, it doesn't actually. It does come with these little rubber foot pads. At
least this is really straightforward, and you know, it's really hard to get confused. I mean, because it's different sizes. You can't hook one up wrong. I am a fan of things that are idiot proof. Got that one started. I wish we would see our little 8-foot friend again. I figured he would show up. Seems like every time we come back here, he pops up and pays a little visit. But even if he don't show up today, I got a little quick video of him the other evening. So
Alrighty, y'all, so it is time to give you our final thoughts and feelings on how well or how bad this Mr. Cool has done. And actually, it is exceptionally blowing us away, y'all. This ductless mini split is definitely gonna be the way to go if we have to buy one in the future, which at this moment, I just turned this on probably 15 minutes ago before I got out here, and it is cooled down so much, y'all. It is like, I can even wear my hair down. I don't have to be sweating whenever I walk in here, and it really gives us such a nice break from the heat, which is what we were looking for. Now, this ductless mini split does also have a heat pump in it, so that means that it can heat and cool. Now, I know y'all are probably laughing at me for letting y'all know that it has a heat pump in it, but for those few days that it does get cold down here, we are gonna be able to keep it warm in here, and that'll also be a nice luxury whenever we're out in that windy, rainy, nasty winter that we have down here. A few more things that I want to let y'all know about the mini split. Mr. Cool is actually renowned for having ductless mini splits. They have different size options. So like Jim said, this is their 24K unit, but they also offer a 12K, 18K, and all three of those are Energy Star certified. The standard warranty is 7 years on the compressor and 5 years for parts. Now, customers can subscribe to an optional limited lifetime compressor warranty, a 7-year compressor replacement warranty, and a standard 5-year parts warranty. So y'all, throughout this summer, these next few months are our hottest months. We are so excited to be able to have this little refrigerator out here that's gonna keep us cool, as well as be able to open us up for a lot more projects. This is going to be so nice because now we can start working on the next steps of what's to come for this container, along with actually closing in these containers, and more on that to come. But for now, if y'all want to head to Mr. Cool and check them out, the link is going to be in the description below because there is a lot of comfort in being cool. So y'all make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one, Cajun family. Bye, y'all.